sure about this?
Yeah, just do it.
Man, this guy makes great videos. Huh. Why am I studying this stuff when I could be doing this too? There's nothing stopping me. In fact, I'm not even sure I like organic chemistry, or biology, or any other of my STEM classes. It's almost like I signed up for these classes without investing any time into figuring out my future. Wait a minute. Why am I moving my face so much just to have specific thoughts? That's not how brains work. You don't think with their... Never mind, I'm getting distracted. Okay, I think I know what might help. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Wait, how does this even... Okay. Oh, okay. I kind of want to be petty and just put that one, but... Okay. Ooh, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin. Oh. Huh. Kind of wish they gave me something less accurate, like rocket scientist or something. This is my third year here at USC, but something I still think about pretty often is whether or not I've chosen the right major for myself. If you're anything like me, which you probably are, then you've thought about changing your major, or you've already changed your major a couple times. Choosing what you want to major in can be one of the hardest decisions that you have to make, so here's what I've learned so far about picking your major. I don't know about you, but up until college, I already had a really hard time figuring out what I wanted for dinner. So when someone asked me what it is that I want to study for the next 4 years of my life, and potentially spend the rest of my life doing, I didn't know what to say. I remember multiple people telling me it was pretty simple, and they asked me, well, what interests you? Chemistry's pretty interesting, so maybe chemical engineering. Oh, I spend a lot of time on the computer, so maybe computer science. Oh, I saw this movie on Saturday, and it was really good, so maybe filmmaking. Okay, that's good. You've narrowed it down to 3. Oh, but also I've played piano for 8 years, so it'd be really cool to learn how to make music. Okay, 4. Actually, here, I made a list. Hold on. This is just the list of... Yeah, I'm interested in all of them. So figuring out the one thing that I was interested in didn't really get me anywhere, and I think this applies to a lot of incoming freshmen. If you're someone who already knows exactly what they want to do, then you're one of the lucky ones. But I still had to choose a major when I was applying to college, and I didn't want to put down undecided, which in retrospect probably would have been a good idea. Speaking of which, you should try to avoid the stigma that comes with being undecided. Being undecided is much better than choosing a major that you're not sure about, and that way you don't waste your units on unnecessary classes. But back to the point, I still didn't know what major that I wanted, and so I asked my parents for advice, I asked my friends, my teachers, and I Google searched a lot. And I heard stuff like, don't go into film or music, you're not gonna have a secure job after college. Study science or math, you've done that your whole life, why not do it in college? Go to medical school just like your sister. And I was like, no, I'm not just gonna listen to what people tell me. I'm not just gonna take science and math classes because I have my entire life, because I'm afraid to venture outside my comfort zone or something. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. The point is, when you're choosing your major, you might be interested in a whole bunch of different topics, but high school doesn't really give you the opportunity to try all these things out. So you end up asking your parents and your teachers and your friends for advice, and you take some sort of online quiz to see what you want to major in. But just remember, take all these things with a grain of salt, because it might sound cliche, but in the end, only you will know what you want to do, and sometimes maybe your major is going to be outside of your comfort zone. Maybe it's something that you've never really been exposed to before. You never know until you try it. When I came to college, I remember the biggest expectation that I had was that it was going to be so much less stressful than high school. There's no teachers to get you in trouble. There's no parents to nag you around. You have so much more free time. I was wrong. Oh, to do all this laundry? I am so hungry. None of this is mine. Cereal it is. No more bowls, really? Hi, Mom.
Hi, yeah, I'm gonna come home this weekend.
In the same way, I had a lot of expectations for the major that I chose, and a lot of them turned out to be wrong. I realized that I didn't like the classes that I was taking, and so I changed my major twice. But more importantly, I realized that while I expected my major to have a big impact on my college life, it turns out that that wasn't the case. Right now, I'm studying health promotion and I'm taking pre-med classes. But I spend between 15 and 20 hours a week making video content for student publications. In fact, most of the stuff that interests me and most of the stuff that I devote all my time to has nothing to do with my major. In the end, your major doesn't dictate what you're going to be doing in college, and that leads me to my last point. When it comes to what you're going to be doing after college, truth is, your major doesn't matter that much. This right here explains it all. What this means is that you shouldn't go crazy worrying about what you're going to major in college. Instead, focus on what interests you. And if that aligns with your major, that's great. If it doesn't, that's okay. It doesn't have to. I'll be back with another video next week, but until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next Monday.